ahead of Birmingham. I'm excited for the prospect, and look, you're still in the hunt for the playoffs, which is good.
Yeah, obviously 4 weeks to go. I think the three points maybe the
Three
difference.
points, yeah.
I've not really tried looking too much, but yeah, look, we've probably crunch time now. Need to get probably a few more points on there and stuff. 4 more weeks, I think. Maybe 10 points, maybe around that, maybe a little bit more. But look, just play well every week and perform, and I need to put points on the board now.
You called it crunch time. Is this better for you knowing that you now have to win? Because in week one or two, in the subconsciously, you can go, it's all right, I've still got weeks to go. Now time running out. Is that better for you now? It is mind on.
Think it just puts more urgency into it for me. I think what you don't want to do, you don't want to get sort of too far away at the start of it and other stuff. And I've always sort of been up and around it. I've had a couple of probably unlucky weeks and all, as you do, but that starts. But overall, in general, I'm happy with my game and all. I think I'm playing well. I was a bit flat against Gezi in the second game last week, which I was a bit disappointed with myself. But look, beggars can't be choosers. We have to move on. And like I said, there's a bit of light there now. After sort of 16 weeks is a long time. You look at 4 weeks and I think, right, everything what I've got left now, everything where I am. I took a bit of time off and I look to sort of pour that in now for the next 4 weeks and I still believe I'll make it.
Yeah, look, you touched on being flat. That this is a common trend here that we're seeing players play well one game but struggling to then produce, and that even people that have won nights have not hit the heights in so on. How difficult is it getting ready for those three games?
It just depends. I suppose, look, it depends where you are. If you play first, you've got a little bit more time. If you played last, you've got obviously about half hour. But no excuses because we're used to that in most tournaments on a Sunday, whether we play Euro Tour or whatever, you get to the business end and then it's all systems go. Them semis and finals come around pretty quick. You can have a sort of 10, 15 minute turnaround for the last bit. But yeah, it's just a bit weird for me, not winning a second game in it at the minute. It's been unusual, but I don't even think it's psychological to be honest. Just not sort of really happened.
Again, crunch time. How disappointing would it be to you if you weren't part of that final four?
I did. That's what we look. The intentions is always get top four. Fifth doesn't matter. Sixth doesn't matter. I know we all get paid and stuff, but look, if you're not there on the night where you can do some damage and actually win the trophy, I'll be sort of, I'm going to be a bit bitter over it, put it that way. I want to be there and I want to be part of it, and it'd be nice to go back to the O2.
Yeah, you touched on your game. You said it. You feel it's in a good place. That Rob Cross always wins a TV tournament along the way. But at the moment, obviously, you know you have the Dutch Darts Masters, but there's a little bit of a drought there. How close are you to rediscovering that form that wins you big TV titles?
I just look. I think some weeks, look, with me, it can come down to a bit of motivational. I need to get myself sort of going in the right direction. But if anything, just lately I've took some time off. I've rested up, so I feel fresher and sort of just try and pour everything what I've got in there. Hitting a lot of 100 averages or 98 pluses, but sometimes they're not good enough. We all get found out, but sort of going forward into these next 4 weeks, it will just be a big push. And look, it's all over after then if I don't make it. So I don't want it to be over. So I need to start getting results now.
Yes, Bobby.